There we go. Hello. I'm just trying to get just trying to share that I'm live right now with all my groups. Don't think I'm going to be in time for that. Okay. Not sure if there's someone here. See, there's one concurrent viewer. So I'd like to test if this actually works properly. I don't think it does. Anyway, let's. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Because I want to see my Discord. Nope, that's not what I want. That's what I want to do. Hello, hello, for the two people that are here. I'll be starting soon, just trying to share some things to everyone out there. Let's copy this link, see if some people in Discord wants to come watch. One. share this too. So let's see. Hello, King Kai Fiction. King Kai. I'm not sure who you are, but it seems like you know who I am, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry if the chat is a bit delayed. I had problems with my chat on Tuesday. Not sure what it was, but I can see you guys, and hopefully that'll be cool. I'm gonna put on some music. Hopefully I don't get... I don't have it installed, never mind. The next stream I'll probably have some music going. King Kai, is this Kai Kai from work? I think it is. I just realized that. How you doing, Kai? There's a bit of a delay on the stream. I haven't figured out how to get the stream to be super big double T. Right. Cool. Awesome, man. Good to have you here. Hello, Mr. Nick. I'm not going to impress you, I can already tell you that. It's hard to impress you, Nick, we all know that by now. Basically, good to have you guys here. I'm doing storyboarding mostly. I'm very bad at storyboarding, Nick, you'll know. I didn't do much with our third year project on the storyboards, but I'm going to try. So what I'm doing is I am doing a, let me get that lady's name again, Jenny, I'm not going to find her now, am I? Probably not. Let's see if I can quickly get her in my history tab somewhere. It's not, is it this one? So this, yeah, so this is, here we go, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm doing a short form. I contacted this lady, I think she's a lady, Jenny Janaya, I think that's how you say her name, and I'm taking two of her comics and kind of combining them. They do relate to each other, but basically it's these two comics. I'll get them now for you. Every time I try and look for this, I struggle to find it because I'm very prepared and stuff. There we go. Okay, so the first one I'm doing is this one. No, that's an adaptation of what she's already done. So it's this one. So it's basically just the Grim. So her main theme is the Grim Reaper and animals. Animals that get either mistreated, animals that die, and what happens between the living and the dead. So this one is about the cat that got ran over because it's a black cat, and people have the superstition of black cats are bad luck, and the story is about that. So it's basically just the Grim Reaper comes to the cat says no, they did it on purpose, and then the cat wants to go see the lady that used to feed him every night as a last wish to Grim. I'm calling him Grim. It goes to the old lady that gave him some food, and basically this is where the story ends according to the first time she made this story, is the old lady sees him and the cat's like, it's a very sad ending. I don't want to do sad ending. I want to pull at the emotional strings of the audience. I still want to do that, but I don't want to make it a depressing story. So this is a kind of a continuation of this story here, which is it's about this little cat with the eye missing, and it's so this is the fan art of the previous story just made by her. Let me just get it. So here's the continuation where she finds the cat that's dead now, so him. Finds the cat, has a very sad, and then she has what, if you just look at this scene or this frame, doesn't mean much. It looks more like she's angry and she's going to go kill the people that hurt the cat. But basically it goes to this little cat here with the eye missing, saying that she's a good girl. And this is hopefully where I can break the people. where it's this little exciting cat looking at people and wanting to be adopted, but you know, she's got an eye missing, and people don't want to get cats or animals that aren't very that are broken, basically, if I can put it like that. And this is also a very nice place to play with some animation and feelings, and this is where your basically the happy part comes in, where these two, where the lady comes to fetch the cat, and it's like, oh, and then it cuts back to Grim taking the dead cat to the old lady, realizing, and then what's nice is this part. I'm not sure, or I'll get to that. So basically then the old lady got the cat with the eye, and this is going to be the happy ending, where you realize the dead cat's mother is now at least with the old lady. So that's going to be the happy ending. Because I like happy endings, I don't like to slit my throat in the middle of the night after I watch a sad story. So, what I need to try and do, though, with this story is I need to take the story and make it voiceless. So I don't want to put in voice because voice is expensive. Sorry, Kai, but at least you'll be seeing how it's made. So yeah, the thing is I have to get rid of all of the audio, all of the voice acting, and so on. So most of the emotions are going to be portrayed via either grunts or sounds, but no words, no physical words. And then animation. Animation is going to be the most important thing, especially over here. So that's going to be my thing. And what I'm busy with now is I'm just making the storyboard to flow in a way that all makes sense in 3D. Because the way that she laid it out here works, but I kind of want to play between the frames where she finds the dead, or between the frames where he asks to see the old lady, and where it usually would be, okay, there's the old lady at the end there. I'm not going to have that until this part. Share. That's basically what I'm doing here, is just doing a short storyboard. I'm also following this masterclass article on storyboards, which is just make a short list that I've already done. I don't have it open today, but I had it open on Tuesday. And then sketching it out, since I already have the comics here, I'm basically just using it, but I do think in some of these ones, once I start working with angles, the camera angles, I'll probably have to go resketch some of these stuff. Then fill in the details. I'll probably, for me, since I'm not really working in a team and no other people need to really understand it except you guys watching, but obviously I'll explain it to you. I'm going to use this fill in the details as what animations and what angles I'm going to use on each scene. So this will get fleshed out once I'm done with it. And then AdWords, I'm not sure. So yeah, they'll probably have, if this was a voiced whatchamacallit, story, I probably would have had to have words here, so the dialogue going in these little boxes, but since I'm not having dialogue, I'll probably use animation, or define what animation is going to happen here, and so on. Hey, we've got 4 viewers, that's so cool. So yeah, I was just busy with this. So the first frame, just for the people that might have not been here on Tuesday, is establishing shot, which is basically Grim hunching next to the dead cat and them having a interaction. Grim putting down the flowers, and then the cat asking basically. No, sorry, that's over there. Them having a moment, and then the old lady. So it's going to be a cut to the old lady kind of looking for the cat, looking for, we're calling him Blackie, looking for Blackie and not finding him, so sad part. And then this is going to be an interesting scene, because I need to make it that Grimm kind of shows this scene through a portal or a, I don't know, crystal globe or something, just to show, hey, look, the lady is actually looking for you, maybe you need to come and find, she is looking for you, and we can maybe go say hi, and he'll be like, please let me go to her. And then the next scene will be the old lady finding the dead cat. From here, let me just flesh this out. So this is going to be scene 5. I'm going to make this cam. This is probably I'm going to call it cam 5, because I'm not sure, between these two, I'm not sure if I want to reuse this cam or have a new cam here. I'll probably have a new cam. But that depends on what happens when I start animating, to seeing which angle would work the best, or at least just when we get to the more fleshed out version of the storyboard. So in other words, when I'm start sketching it out or filling in the details. Welcome to the few people coming in now. And then after that, so what I'm going to describe here real quick is, so a short description of what's going to happen here is this. So what's going to happen here is I think I'm going to make it 2 kind of scenes maybe. One where the old lady is basically walking around and then finding the kitty. So call her Granny. Granny walks and searches, finds Blackie, leads to another still shot of dead Blackie. That's morbid to think of it in that way, but yeah, so that's the idea. Why did I make a space? There we go. So just a short idea of what the well, that's the thing. I'm still playing around. I just want to, it's not necessarily going to be a new scene, but thank you for pointing that out, Nick. Is I'm keeping it as scenes now just to keep my head, yeah, you actually have a good point now. Damn it, because this is the same scene, it's just 2 different cameras. Whoops. Maybe I should actually start doing that now rather than later. So let's change that up. So these are 2 same scenes. This is a new scene. So the point that Nick, I think, is implying with asking new scene, new camera, is when you talk about a scene, you talk about an environment where the characters are. So this is one scene. So everything is going to look the same from this scene to this scene in the sense of the environment, how it's modeled, the textures and so on. But here it's a different environment. So this will also then go back to scene 1, or environment 1. Actually, Nick, what the bearded niche, tell me quick, in your opinion, what would be better, to have it as scenes for each environment, or have it as scene for literally every time the camera cuts? Because I can't actually remember how we did it in our 3rd year project. Because I have it as each scene is a certain environment. Yeah, and this will probably then turn to scene 3, because I don't think it's going to be exactly the same as this. It'll probably have some different lighting and so on. So that would actually be interesting to see. But yeah, so let's see. It's going to be a establishing shot, camera 2, camera 3, camera 4. This will, yeah, so that still stays on. It could be either camera 1 or camera 4. This is probably going to be cam 5, because it's, yeah, actually this is camera 5 and 6. Since this is one shot, this is the other shots. Scenes for story progression. New camera labeling for new environments. Well, that's what we did. So the way I have it right now, does that make sense or not really? Cool. Thanks, guys, for coming in and saying hi. I really appreciate it. Yo, I don't know if there's a huge delay between when I read your stuff and when you guys send the new stuff. But yeah, cool. So yeah, just trying to see what Nick Bearded Niche has to say here. So story progression, yeah. So then, in that sense, this probably that doesn't make sense. Yeah. So this will be a new scene then. This will be scene 3. This will be scene 4. Yeah, in my head that makes more sense. So just close these things. That's crazy. See here. I think it's this still for planning in your head. Do it make sense for you? Cool. Yeah, no, that is the idea. That's actually why I wanna. That's why I'm doing more, going according to this thing, and I want to go look at a few more things. Just talking about storyboards, because I do feel like I don't have a proper grasp over the storyboarding, but I do feel like sometimes I have a good idea. Alright, so let's carry on with this stuff. Just group this in. So this will be scene. I'll have to make some changes here. This is scene 3. This, oops, come away. This is going to be scene 2. This is going to be scene 1.5, I guess. 1.1, 1.2. Do it like that, and this will be 1.2. 1.1, sorry. Cool. Alright, so got that going. Let's get on to the new one. Oof, okay. I might move this channel to Twitch if that is the case then, because I do feel like YouTube isn't really doing what I need it to, so we'll see. Now, right, so the next thing I want to do, let's see here, that's still old stuff. Let's move that up to there. This is that. This is. Yeah, oh yeah, I said I'm gonna change this into 2 different, not scenes, but 2 different storyboard panels just for myself. Oh goodness, there we go. Where the old lady is picking up the dead cat. Sad face. Boom. Right. There. Cool. I think that's going to be the last of this frame, so I'm going to rasterize this picture. Oh. So that's one. That sucks. Okay. Well, I'll see. I actually wanted to see how it would be to stream on 2 platforms, on Twitch and YouTube, but I heard that would kill your computer unless you have a designated streaming computer, as far as I know. But that's just what I heard, so I'm not sure. We'll see. But I'll have to play around with it a little bit. Let's duplicate this real quick. Take it down here. So this is still scene 4. This is probably going to be cam 5 then. No, sorry, this is going to be a cam 6. 7, sorry. Oh, picks up Blackie. Granny picks up Blackie. But yeah, maybe not the best subject to talk about to try and get people to follow the stream, because I think storyboarding is very boring to people that don't understand it or don't want to learn from it. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, cool. So that's scene 4 then. Let's quickly just group this for some orientation. We'll call this scene 4.2, and then just change this one to 4.1. Right, next. Nope. No. I was actually thinking of bringing in the scene as well, where the old lady is basically walking. But before I do that, I want to show the one with her angry face. Where's the angry face? Granny. There you go, angry face to Granny. Also, let's see here. So I can have. So what usually happens as well, for the people that are not aware of how storyboarding goes and how developing an animation goes sometimes, is what will happen a few times. I know it happened with us, is scenes we had in the storyboards in the beginning didn't necessarily translate over to actual animation, where we actually, you know, had what do you call it? So scenes we had in the storyboard didn't necessarily make it to final cut because of either you run out of time and you can't finish it, or it's stuff like once you do the actual animation, it doesn't really fit into the rest of the stuff. So the rest of the film, and it doesn't make sense, or it doesn't fit properly. So some people would sometimes be like, no, let's just make it that it's let's cut it out, or let's change it, or however you feel like works best. That does happen, so don't be afraid to put in too many storyboards or too many panels, because sometimes that's just how it works out. Right, so same scene. This is going to be scene 4.3 then. Scene 4, and this is going to be cam 8, since since it's going to come from this one to this one. Actually, this could be a new scene, now that I think of it, because it's not in the same place. We can change this to maybe the house. You know, she could have taken the cat to the house and buried it there. But whichever way, it's cam 8. So I'll have that, and then let's duplicate this layer real quick for the second part. And then here, still shot. Oh, I need to maybe just say here that it's a still shot. Still. So this is going to be a still shot of Blackie's grave. Is that correct? Blackie's grave. You know, English. I speak it very deliciously. So that's also going to be a heart-wrenching part, I think, of the story. That's another scene down. Let's group it, call it scene 5, I think. Then on to the next one, which is old lady again, but this time her sad and angry face. Shift. For some reason it used to be, I think it was in Photoshop 2019, if you hold shift in it would keep the proportions, and for some reason they decided to flip that, or it's somewhere in my settings that I need to go change that. If I hold shift in, it doesn't keep the proportions. which is quite annoying when you're used to it being the button to keep everything in proportion. But hey, just something to get used to, I guess. So same scene, since this is still relevant to each other. So scene 5, cam 9, close up. So this is, there's, for those who don't know, there are very multiple different close-ups. you get a close-up, and then you get a extreme close-up, and you get a medium close-up, and you get a far close-up, and they all depend on how close you are to whatever you're saying is going to be the close-up. But that's film theory. You guys don't have to worry about that for now. Duplicate, just to get it going. Sorry if I'm breathing on the mic. I got some feedback from Tuesday saying the mic was a bit quiet, so I moved it closer to my face. So if I'm breathing into mic, I do apologize. So this will be a very close up with Granny crying. Granny, sorry, Granny crying. There we go. Granny crying, and right after that, Granny having, how would I describe this? Help me out. Not realizing, but being determined, or not sure. I think probably something like, shucks, no, I'm not sure. Damn it. Granny. I don't know how to say realizing. Real line thing. Granny, not having realizing. Granny realizing what to do next. Basically, I think is the best way that I can understand that. Cool. Then, after that, so this is now having a thank you, good image. That is having an epiphany. Cool. Awesome. That's much better, yeah. So here's now the question. If I take, so I can either put in the part of the cat with the no eye, I'm not sure what to call her yet, between these two scenes. Having the establishing one, so basically having this part, maybe having these scenes first, between these two scenes, to establish this cat's kind of role in the story, which could work nicely, because I think this, where she's having the epiphany, could be a bit confusing if you don't really know what she's having an epiphany for, if I can put it like that. So having this scene, and maybe not that one. Oh, that one. Having these two scenes, this one, before this scene, or even before the grave, you know, having it before these two. What do you guys think? Well, the two of you that are in the chat. Well, YouTube has a aneurysm of what to do next. So either have this one or this one. Or both of them, actually, not just one of them. Don't know. Maybe I should actually have these two scenes before these two. Dunno. I just realized I'm streaming from my wrong account. Oh my goodness. That's anyway. Never mind. Yeah. Cool. I do agree with you. Nick. I think then I'm gonna put it before this even, having it right after the sad moment, meeting the new cat, and then it cuts to this going on to this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So let me quickly move some shit around. View over here, or probably over here, because I'm gonna cut that one into two different shots, or two different stories. Move that down to here. So the scenes will probably change on these two now, and then this one as well. That one. Whoops. Oh wow. Okay. Should maybe quickly erase that. Come on. Go away. That. Give him granny, please. This one. Yeah. Huh? This, yeah. Oh my goodness. Photoshop. Right, so, in other words, those two scenes, I'm going to put this one in here now. Cram that in here. It's not very, there we go. Cool. I'm going to have that. So that's going to be the new scene 8. Oh, sorry, I have the wrong one here. Oh my goodness, I'm so turned around now. There you go. That's what I want. So this one. There we go. There we go. That. Duplicate this layer real quick. Rasterize this one. That, and then have this one over here. There we go, like that. And let's try that again, just like this. There we go. Cool, like that. Now, let's do, so this is going to be the new scene 5. This is going to be scene 5 with cam 8. Still, actually, it could be a still or it could be a moving one, which could be nice, just like a slight drift. Maybe, I'll think about it. Let's just duplicate this one. Stop that. Yeah. Stall shot. Shelter. Shelter. There we go. With normal sounds background. So I'm just putting this in, the fact that I want sound in the background, because I think this, yeah, I just thought about it now, and later it'll probably be useful to have that for in case I forget or something like that. So let's duplicate this real quick and do that. We'll come up to here. Kindly just do what I want you. So I think I'm going to keep this scene 5. This is probably scene 5.2. 5.1. It's going to be a new cam 9. Still portrait shot of. What are we going to call her? Give me a name for the cat with no eye, or with the eye missing at least. I'll wait for you guys to give me a name for that while you guys, or while I wait for YouTube to get with it. These layers, move them up, cool. Lucky, ha! Good, I like it. Lucky, of Lucky being cute. Because while she has no eye, or she doesn't have an eye, you do want to pander to the audience in the sense of the cat being cute, because cuteness sells, and we all know that. Just look at Disney, for an example. Everything is cute in Disney. This is going to be 5.3. New cam 10. Also going to be a still. Lucky tries get the attention of the people at the shelter. Cool. So this will be the main focal point for the animation, to kind of rip at your heartstrings for this cute little cat that's obviously missing an eye, but isn't her fault, and people are just like, no, we don't want to adopt you because you're not normal. And then I think it cuts to this, scene 6, cam 11. And this will probably be the same scene. Organize my stuff now. This is going to be scene 12. Let's just quickly get some things in order here. Now these things are a bit. Wait, so this is what? Let's see. Okay, so that's everything there. So this is now scene 6.1. And this is 6.2. 6.1, sorry. So that's going to be 6.1. This one, this one, this one. Come on, this one, and this one, right? Pick that up. scene 6.2. Boom. Then let's get these ones. This one. This one. Put them together. We're going to be scene 5.1. This is just organizing my shiz. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. There we go. Drag and drop. New one. This one. This one. This one. Group that. Scene 6.2. Wait, no, sorry. 5.2. That's 6.2. 5.2. Goes up. Right, that one. And this one. Group it. Scene 5.3. Boom. Alright. Almost there. Right, next. So then we have this establishing shot of him being sad. I think I might actually add another one in here. I just thought of it. Let's get all of this. Deselect this one. Nope. Deselect that. Why is it not deselecting that? I don't. Thank you. Move this up to here because I just thought of something that might be nice. Close that, close that. There is one shot where the small guy is shivering. Where is that shot? This one. Yeah, so maybe have this scene before having the granny scene. So the viewer will create a bond with the character basically. Especially with this little shivering part. Whereas, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I hope that's not too much like cut between the two. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Sorry, I'm just thinking of it now. Yeah, actually when I use this whole scene, yeah, I want to use this whole scene. I also want to duplicate this canvas real quick. Not canvas, sorry. Canvas size. This 5,000. Just so that we can move all of this stuff up. You did not see anything. And this. Parts apart. Oh, look at how do I close? Wish there was an easy way to close all of the groups. Wow. There you go. Okay. So I made a new one of these, didn't I? No, I want to make one of these. Duplicate. Where's the, yep, there's the duplicate one. What? Technology. Okay. There you go. Cool. Let's do, because there's going to be a few cuts of this now. So I want to take these two and move them. Did I not say these two? Can I move them together? Okay, that works. Let's do that. Because this one is going to be broken into 3 different panels. So let's do this one. Well, actually, maybe just 2. How would I go about changing these 3? Should I have them as one scene? Cam, cam, cam? Yeah, I think I should actually. Let me do that. scene 1, or not scene 1, that thing, this scene. So we're on to scene, now again this is going to change, this is scene 1.1, so 6.1, with a full body shot. This is going to be cam what? Cam 11. Again, I'll go change these things. Cam 11. Not really much to say. Yeah, let's say something just because it will make it much clearer for me later. Sad looking, lucky. Yeah. For now, that's good enough, I think. This is just get it. Don't know. Do this every time. Oh, hello. There we go. There again. This is going to be scene 2. This is going to be scene 3. Cool. So this one is going to be this part of the story. There we go. Oopsie. Oop. Next shot right there. Don't want to keep it a close shot, close up. I think I'd rather have it one shot. This is one I'll have to go redraw probably. Probably gonna have it an over the shoulder shot just to not have, just so that I don't have to. I'll let you see his face later. Anyway, I was thinking of maybe doing an over the shoulder shot where you don't really see any facial features, so then you can save on modeling time. But that'll probably be a bad idea. Yeah. So hey Nick, I was thinking, hey, since I have two furry things, you want to try your hand at another furry guy? Anyway. Right, so that's done. Then we're going to move on to this one, which is the sad looking little kitty. Let's go quickly. Hey, you said you did a course on it that now it's like super easy and you can do it in your sleep. This is your words, not mine. Okay, so exchange hits most. Oh yeah, I was actually I was looking today at a few alternatives for fur, or ways you can model your thing, your animals or characters to not have actual X-Gen fur. But I think it's something that we actually also discussed in our third year project, where we were talking about maybe using stylized type of things. But for me, I'm still torn between if I want to try and make this realistic or go with the stylized look, because I want to keep it close to what she's doing here. Keep the style the same, because I don't want to take what she's made and then destroy it by making it stylized in a weird way. So maybe I'll I'll have to go think about it. So this is not a full body shot. This is something else. It does need to be fluffy. That's the thing. That's what communicates that cuteness. But I mean, cuteness comes through the furriness and the animation. Because you can have, like for instance, our little bush baby from our 30th thing. Was still very cute if the animation is done correctly. But yeah, I do agree with you. The fur just makes it so much more awe and cute. This is going to be Cam 12. I want to make this an over the shoulder shot. I'll see. Over the shoulder shot. Oopsie. Over the shoulder shot. Man looking sad and rocking cage. Oops. Rocking cage. There we go. Maybe have him do like a sigh and shoulders shrug down, and have him like really empathize, that word, with Lucky. Then full body shot, that's going to stay the same. I can actually use the same cam, probably, as scene 1.6. Probably have the same cam then. Full body shot. I'm going to have it Lucky, shivering, and single teardrop. To make the people really no, that's maybe overboard, going overboard. But shivering and being sad. Let's do that. Cool. I see there's one extra viewer here in the stream. Welcome. If you have anything, if you have questions or want to say something, add to the stream, by all means, do so. I'm just doing some storyboarding. Let's try that. Cool. It's going to be a new cam. 13, I think. Oh, sorry, this is going to be 12. It's going to be the 12th cam. Yo, getting through the cams. How many cams did we have in our third year project? Like, I can't actually remember how many we had at the end. I think we had like a shitload. Let's group that. Oh yeah, I have to change this real quick to, this is 7. Where's the one that I just made? Crying. Yeah. I'm missing a group I just made. Where did that go now? Oh, here we go. So this is now scene 6. Scene 6. Point 1. There we go. Throw that in there. Close that up. Do this one. Group that as well. I'm going to make that scene 6.2. Once again, I don't think this is the proper way to do storyboarding. This is just me brainstorming how the story would go, and I'm probably going to redraw some of these scenes to fit them better to camera angles and so on. But this is the main story. Let's go to this one, group it, scene 7.3. No, sorry, that's 6.3. Boom. Cool. So we have shivering, we'll have a fade. We'll fade back to this with Blackie or something. put over it. I don't know. I'll probably use this like this because it works. It's very cute. I don't know about the teddy. I'll probably put the food there rather than the teddy because that's the one connection we made between the granny and the dead cat is the food that you put out for him. And then, right, so now we get to the climax and end of the story. I think I do have 2 of these for some reason. I have 2 of these. Okay, well, let's just take this one out then. Cool. Nope. 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 Here we go. That's one. So, no, sorry. Not well, this one. This one is the one. Sure. Cool. So right after this, I don't. I'll have to go look if this makes sense. The flow of the story. Let's finish and then we'll see if the flow is working or not. These scenes will probably have to change because this is a lot of talking involved. Now I'll have to put the cams in such a way where they're not talking, where they are basically, how would I say, gesturing and grunting to each other about what you want, because I think this will probably be a far shot. Thinking now, how can I condense this not to be so many shots in one? What I'm going to do is, just for story purposes, I'm going to keep this whole scene in here, just so I can understand how the story is going. I'm going to have this like this, but I'm probably going to change it. I'm probably going to change this into a far shot with an exclamation mark coming from the right of the screen showing the old lady coming in, or cut back to the over the shoulder shot that I'm going to use here with an exclamation mark coming from the side of the screen, and then having a cut to the old lady gesturing to the cat that she wants the cat. I'll have to think about the shot I'm going to use here. I'm not sure because I feel like this is way too many cuts going on. So let's do that. This is going to be a new scene. This is going to be scene 8. So came to be decided. English, I can't. Right then. Cam, let's just call it Cam. And yeah, we'll see it later. My English has run out for today. Let me just look at the time. Cool, no, I'm still good. Man, lucky up. Granny calls out. Hello, Mr. Kevin. Welcome, sir. How you do? Granny calls out and gestures to the cat that she wants the cat. So Cool. This is going to be actually, Kevin, you can also give your opinion. I'm busy with this scene. I'll go through the story now if you want to see it. But basically, this old lady just buried a dead cat that she had, and now she wants to get this cat. Where this guy is basically just saying sorry, locking you up, and then it cuts to these things happen. There's too many things happening. Okay, holding on. Lol, okay. I'll ask you later. I'll ask you off stream. Give me your opinion. Alright, so what I want to do now is the next scene. Let's just let's do this. Confusing myself. This one. Wait, why is it not? This. Is it not find a way? Oh, there it is. Right. Boom shaka. Ah, no, why is it? Close that. Cool. Have that, and then next scene is, yeah, so we're getting to the end scene. I'm probably not going to use this granny walk, so I'll delete that. Okay, so the next scene is going to be with us. Cool. I'm wondering. I have a very cute close-up image or shot of the small cat. Yeah, of Blackie. I can have a very nice establishing shot here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna break this into 3 cams. One scene, 3 cams. Let's do that. Duplicate. 3. So let's have these 3. Let's raster these ones. This one gonna have a nice shot of this. Grim coming to the house again. We'll see what happens. Let's do T. Just shift again. So Grim there. Next, gonna have Kitty, Blackie. Here. Ooh. Blackie. And the last one. Oops. Last scene. And Blackie. Cool. So we'll have that. That's going to be our new scene. Different scene. Yeah, cool. Let's do this. This is going to be scene 9. over the shoulder shot. This is going to be cam 15. Cool. Cam 15. Right. It's going to be cam 15. And then Grim comes back to Granny's house. Then here we're going to have scene 9.2, so I need to do that here as well. 9.2. I'm just putting the points, 0.1, 0.2 in for myself to just see what the hell I'm doing, or how my head's gonna work. Then this is gonna be cam 16. Close up. Since it's a cat, it's probably gonna be a close up. And then Grim wakes Blackie. Oops. So these two scenes can actually be the same, but since I'm not going to have voices, I'll probably have to show his face kind of nudging to look over there to the cat. So this will be a close-up. This will be probably like a worm's eye view type of shot, to see Grim's face as well. 3, this is going to be cam 17 probably, and we're going to have, it's going to be worm's eye cam probably 3D. I'm taking it to 3D. I can't do 2D. This is also why I'm using images from the creator. I'm using someone else's stuff. This lady. Using her stuff. Contact her and everything, so, you know, being a good guy. Yeah, it's going to be 3D. But I'm going to try and keep it to the style as much as possible. It's not going to be low poly. It's probably going to be high poly, which my computer is going to be very sad about. But yeah, let's do this. Grim nudges Grim to look over there. Blackie. Another one bites the dust. Almost done. Group. This is scene 9.1. There. This cricket. Scene 9.2. And this one gonna be scene 9.3. There we go. It's my weakness as well. The idea of this whole streaming thing is I actually wanted to get the people at on the Facebook group, the animation Facebook group. There's a lot of people that asked questions of how and what do you use, what programs do you use, what this, what that. And I did a poll to see if anyone would be interested in actually looking at these type of stuff. And I got a lot of feedback from people saying they would and they would like it, but yeah, not getting the amount of people in here to actually watch the stuff. But I'm, for instance, going to use Mel to help me with character design, and I'm still trying to convince Nick to help me with making the two kitties fluffy, which I think is a death sentence to him. But hopefully, I'm hoping he's bored enough that he would help me. But yeah, I mean, whoever helps me with this, I'll give them credit if they want the credit once this is done. I don't really have a plan on when this is going to be done. This is just like a side project for me to do while I'm sitting in quarantine doing nothing, and so on. Right, then on to the last scene. Let's duplicate this one. Yeah, okay, well, rigging, yeah, the rigging is, actually the rigging is something that I would actually, I would try and do it, I want to try and learn rigging, because I do think it's something that can help me quite a lot eventually. But yeah, the fur is a new thing that's come up. That's only come up now since I was like, maybe I want fur. Well, at least on the one, when the kitty is dead, basically a ghost, I don't think you can actually use fur, so I'll probably be using something like I don't know what I'll do, but I'm still that's going to take some research how to get the characters to be like transparent and looking nice. I don't think you can use the fur then, unless you know better, which is very possible in that scenario. Let's just resize this. Nick is gonna die. I don't think I can even pay him enough for him to do something like that. Duplicate. We're on the last stretch, yeah? Boom. And boom. Let's rasterize all three of these. Goodness. I need to find the correct one. Yeah. There we go. Oops. So here's another thing I can use you guys' opinion on. So she says here, that is my mom. How would I visually show that other than they're both black? It could be easy, you know, they're both black, but that's not necessarily going to mean they're mother and daughter or whatever. I was wondering if I should give them each something, I don't know, like a stain on them, on the butt maybe, that looks the same, so that when you see the little icon you'll be like, they're related, or they're cute, or something like that. Not sure. Or the other thing I was thinking of is having a 2D flashback of the mother and the child together. Cool, thanks Kevin. Really appreciate you just coming to say hi and so. actually that's gonna, maybe, I'll think about it. Cool. Oops. It's not on to Granny. Knitting. Is that how you spell knitting? I can't remember. Two T's. Oops. Searching for things on the side. So, okay, knitting with Lucky on overlap. Oh, next close up of Lucky. Say happy, Lucky, purring. Lucky, happy, seeing her mother. Not sure what animation we're going to use there. Whew, right. And that will be the end. That will be the end of the film. I think that'll be a good way to end it. And have a happy ending of some sort. Hang on, what? Why are you inside of? Okay. Why is everything inside? Okay, whatever. Scene 10.3. Boom. There we have it. So there is my very rough storyboard. So basically, right, so it'll start with Grim, Grim finding dead Lucky with the ghost there, with him crying and Grim hunching next to her, Grim putting some flowers on Blackie's dead corpse, and I think there's a symbol I can probably use for bad luck or something, or have a little piece in front of the when the movie starts about killing black cats because you think they're bad luck. Then Granny cuts to Granny calling for Blackie to come get his food. So this will probably be, I think I'm going to keep this one shot, probably maybe 2 cams. That'll be in more in-depth pieces. Then we cut back to Blackie and Grim showing Blackie the old lady, and Blackie saying he wants to go to the old lady. Next scene is the old lady finding Blackie's corpse and picking him up. That's like 1 scene, 2 cams, or 3 cams actually. Excuse me. And then sad part, and then you cut to the shelter and we meet Lucky. Lucky being cute, and this way we destroy the viewer's heart with him being sad and everyone kind of just walking past. I was thinking of making the people coming past actually just be silhouettes. So animating with the silhouettes to have some nice animation maybe. And then scene where Lucky is sad, and then the man locking the cage and having Lucky be sad and shivering. Cut back to Grandma and the grave, she crying and then having an epiphany, deciding no, she knows what to do next. Cuts back to the shelter with the man locking up Blackie and she calling out to the man saying, "Give me that kitten." And it cuts back to, fades. I'll probably make it a fade. Fade to here where the house is and Grim looking at the house. And then little Blackie in Grim's arms. Grim waking Blackie up to look and nudging him to look over there. Sees Granny, and this will be the part where they'll have something in common. Still not sure what it's going to be. Either a clip in the ear or a stain on the butt. I was thinking of putting a stain on the butt. Something like a heart or a cross or a flower or something that is easily identifiable. So you'll see it here, and I think I'll make it specifically show on the glowy one. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but just to emphasize it, I'll show it here again. And then, yeah, cut to black. Sad story, everyone cries and does the thing. So that's the base storyboard. I think off stream I'll probably take this and make it more in depth, actually draw each shot out, draw each scene. Probably going to trace a lot, but it is just for me basically. And once I've done that, I'll show you guys that again. And I think the next topic I'll probably do is either modeling of the characters or modeling of the environment, and hopefully that'll have some more people interested in the stuff. So I think I'm gonna close the stream here because load shedding is gonna start almost here where I am, and then yeah, obviously don't wanna end the stream like that. So thank you everyone for watching, the few people that's been here and the people that's gone. Thanks Mr. Nick and Mr. Gavin and everyone else that's been here. Really appreciate it, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And I shall be stopping the stream now.